what Elroy cannot do. I'm here to thank God for the second time on this altar that burns with fire, an inferno. Dr. Elroy has done it again. I traveled to the east and I returned from the east, and I began to feel tired and weak. My Niger mind, it must be malaria fever. I had taken medication, but it was worse. I was beginning to feel tired and weak. Then I began to have palpitations. They were worse than flutters and thumpings. They were horrible. They kept coming on and on and on. Then I couldn't wait for, oh Lord, show me mercy. I kept saying, Father, Lord, show me mercy. I can't wait for the 7 a.m. prayer. Then he came. I said, yes, this is my time. It is my time and my turn. Glory. And before then, a night before then, I couldn't sleep. I kept saying, God, I'm making a covenant with you. If this happens, I will come to testify on Sunday. I wouldn't wait. This was Tuesday night. I said, I can't wait for Sunday so I can testify. Because his word in Psalm 89, verse 34 says, his word will not break. His covenant will not break, nor alter the word that has gone out of his mouth. I said yes. And secondly, God, when one makes a covenant with you, you keep your part and you keep the person's part. I know you will keep my part. I said I must be here. 7 a.m. prayer came. And while Pastor Jerry was on a prayer, he said, is there anything called the mercy of God? In 24 hours, let it be your portion. I took it. I said, oh Lord, this is me. Because I was like, God, what's going on? I needed peace. I was saying, Lord, let Pastor just mention my case. I needed peace. I took that. Then he said, Elroy, I will not call upon your name and end up in shame. I said, that's for me again. I took it. He said, Abba, let it be said that today's prayer brought an end to many afflictions. I was like, oh, Father, Lord, even if you haven't just mentioned what was wrong, those things that we were saying, these are for me. And I looked at it, I said, no, today's prayer is just for me. Then I remember the penultimate testifier came up and said that he had told God that if God does this for him, he will come to testify. I said, Lord, I had said this on Tuesday. This is Wednesday. And this man is just saying this. Father, Lord, this is my word. And he said, Pastor Jerry goes on to say, for many that have said, Lord, when you do it, I will stand here to testify. Let it come. Let it come right now. Receive your healing. He began to say, and I jumped up. I was like, Lord, this is me. And from that day, palpitations ceased. They were heavy palpitations. They ceased. Then on a Friday, most times when the messages drop on WhatsApp, it's like a person now DM'd me when I see Pastor Jerry's messages. And he said, the devil comes at you strong 2 times. When you are vulnerable and when you are valuable. I was like, okay, so I must have been vulnerable somewhere, but this time I know I'm valuable. No matter what it is, Elroy has done it. He has finished it. A quick work in righteousness. And I have come back to thank God, Dr. Elroy, the doer of all of these in my life, to say thank you. Pastor Jerry, may the oil on your head never run dry. I am not afraid because I know that you are a legislator in the new heavenly Jerusalem. I know for a fact. I'm feeling sorry for the devil because with the way you dole out mercy, many people, mercy is going to speak for them, and the hell is going to be made empty for the devil and his cohorts. In the name of Jesus Christ, what God cannot do does not exist.